Yes! We did it! They say you never have a second chance to make a first impression. And in so many ways, I think that's correct. It's funny, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And I think about it, there's people that I've seen from the very beginning of when I started my journey. And I watched one of their videos for the first time. And I remember feeling like, F this guy. I just wasn't into it. Maybe for you, this is the first time you've seen me. My name is Russ. I'm a 48-year-old, washed up creative. I've been in the creative world for, if I'm 48 right now, probably since I was 20. So for 28 years, I've been doing creative things professionally. And I'm also a caregiver to my son who has special needs. And honestly, I'm a burnt out creative that just no longer really finds joy in the professional aspect of being creative. But my mind still needs to be creative in some way. A lot of my videos are just my day-to-day fun activities, my day-to-day real life experiences. But at the same time, I think a lot of my videos have to do with the mental state of someone like myself that's putting themselves out there on YouTube or even in the creative world at all. I'm definitely not a guy with all the answers, but I think I'm a guy that's relatable to some, not to all, but I'm relatable to some because I'm kind of saying how I feel and I'm showing you how I'm trying to figure out life in real time. I don't have anything to show you that I've made it happen. I guess the last thing that I would want to do is come across as someone that knows more than you. I don't think I know more than you. If anything, probably on YouTube, maybe I've tried more than you, especially if you're just starting, but I know there's countless people that have tried way more than me. It's a little difficult to find your place here on YouTube, and I've just been trying my best to do that. So going back to the thought of you never have a second chance to make a first impression, I just think it's true. There's creatives that I've found through my YouTube homepage and searches, and I'll watch their video and I think, you know what? There's just something about it that isn't for me. And no matter how popular they get or whatever, further on down the line, I just don't want to watch their videos. And I think that's the case for anyone. And the good news is, for people that don't like me or people that you don't like that you watch, it's like the amazing thing about YouTube is that there's a place for everyone. There's thousands and thousands. I don't know, how many videos are there? Maybe millions? Millions of videos that are uploaded all the time. So you can find the right people. It just takes some work. And I think just as hard as it is to find creatives that like you can find relatable, I think at the same time, it's a little hard for the people to find you, if that makes sense, if you like flip it around. So I think sometimes like YouTube is discouraging. You feel like you're just talking to a void. You're just talking to a camera. No one's listening. But I guarantee there's someone out there that is listening. There was a time when I was making videos and I was just talking and I didn't think anyone was out there. And, you know, I just kept on doing it and kept on doing different things, almost forgetting that I wasn't talking to anyone. And it just got easier. I guess that's the beauty of this all is like, there's a few different things about it, right? If you're trying to grow your channel and grow to like bigger and bigger numbers, there's definitely ways that you go about it and things that you need to do to make that happen. But at the same time, if you're just creating videos for your own mental health, your own creative expression, I think in due time, people will find you regardless. It's not the fastest route, but it's not a route to disregard. I'm kind of telling you all this right now because I got a comment earlier and it was like kind of putting me in my place to remember how far I've come and where I'm at isn't where they're at. And I should be pretty proud. I haven't grown to the point where I'm like mega massive or anything, but I do understand as a small creative, like the numbers that I have are better than the very beginning. I do get that. And I don't forget. And not to be discouraging, but it's equally as hard wherever I'm at. I don't even know what you call it. The place that I'm at, it is a little difficult. Um, I think everyone's trying to grow to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I think probably even the biggest people on YouTube are continuously trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I think that's human nature. Maybe nobody's ever happy. But I mean, I tell you all this because I know whatever point you're at, and as far as YouTube, I know sometimes like you'll see a creator and they complain. And you're like, dude, you have way more numbers than I do. And I think that's just the nature of the beast. I don't think it's meant to be offensive or anything. Um, and I apologize if I ever come across as like kind of complaining about where I'm at, because I do know how hard it is at the very beginning. So I remember talking to no one. And still, a lot of these videos, in the grand scheme of things, like with the amount of people out there, I'm still not talking to many. But I would say that over the time of my YouTube career so far, like my mental health has gone up like tenfold. I think when I first started this, a lot of my life kind of felt like I had no purpose. Like, why am I even here? Why am I doing this? Why am I even making YouTube videos? But I think it's like we all have a dream. And I think my dream was really to like mainly share my side of things so then other people don't feel how I felt. I don't know if I've ever said this, but I think it's very similar. I don't know if you watch a lot of comedy, but I think a lot of the comedians are really messed up internally. And the reason they tell jokes and everything is because they don't want others to feel the same way. And I think for a lot of me, a lot of my videos and a lot of the things that I say, I may say it in a way where it sounds like I'm going through it right now, but I'm kind of sharing it because I know that other people are in that place and they need to hear it. So I don't mind using myself as like an example. I don't really have the shame or the censor to like not share that. I also want people to know that if you're trying to do YouTube at all, like to get to where I am, if I do happen to be a little bit higher in the analytics than you are, just know like it is possible. I just kept on showing up. It's not like all my videos were a hit. They actually weren't. I just kept on doing it. I think there's a part of YouTube where you just have to be delusional. And with that delusion, you just keep on going. And before you know it, things are going to happen. Little by little, YouTube figures you out. Little by little, some people find you. And the ones that stick around are the ones because that first impression that you made, there was something about it and they liked it. So I do understand you are going to lose some subscribers over time. People change, and the things that you want to talk about are probably going to change. And when that happens, I think it's just a filtering of people. You're going to lose some of the people that were into you at the beginning, and you're going to gain some people that like the new version of you. It's kind of like high school, right? I remember seeing people in high school and I thought they were the coolest people on earth. I wanted to be like them. And then 30 years later, you find out, damn, I don't want to be that guy. I actually don't really know what this is about because originally I think I was just talking about how, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. That was the thought that I had in my mind because I know that when you make a YouTube video, sometimes like people get so frustrated, they get to the point where like, why should I even put in effort? Why even care? And I think what you'll find out is sometimes people aren't going to find you until video number 298 or 1334. the thing is, like, that was their first time and their first experience getting to know you. So I think that's one of the hardest parts about YouTube is you forget that. You know, for you, it feels like video number 500. Like, dude, I've been doing 500 videos. But what you didn't know is that on video 501, that's when the magic happened. Well, don't look at me though, because the magic hasn't happened for me. But my point is that I think what happens is sometimes we don't put our best foot forward because we just feel that why even bother? And I guess if you can find a way to always kind of just bother a little, you know, I think it's, who was it? It was Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast said, every video you make, try to do it 1% better. I'm not telling you to go from a 6-year-old with a camcorder to like someone like Martin Scorsese. But what I'm saying is, like, if you could just improve 1%, I think little by little, those steps will always make sure when you show up in the best light for yourself. So it's lunchtime, and I think today I'm gonna take a break from Mexican. We're going to In-N-Out.
Hi, how are you? Have a cheeseburger, 1 fried and large Coke?
Yeah.
Would you like any ketchup?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. So here's a quick look. Got a regular cheeseburger, the fries, soda. This particular In-N-Out, I really love just parking, sitting here, and there's a trolley that goes across like every, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. I don't know, I just find peace in that. I think it's those small things that keep you happy. I don't even go on the trolley. I just think it's kind of cool to see it like going by and watching it. So after I'm done eating, I will capture one for you. And you could feel what I felt in the joy of me filming the trolley. I'm sitting here waiting for a train to go by, or a trolley. I'm on a stakeout. Dude, the minute that I'm here trying to film a trolley go by is the minute that they're not going by. When I was eating my hamburger, non-stop trolleys. Yes, we did it.